Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Pixie. Today we're going to talk about my favorite book series of all time. Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. I love this series too much, honestly. I am making an entire shelf specifically for this series, and I'm excited about it. I spend all my money on these books, and I've reread them. This will be my third time through, which isn't a lot. I try to reread this series like once a year. I didn't make it the full year this time. I don't want to get bored of it. I restarted it. I love it. I don't know how you could get bored of this series. It's become my obsession once again. My birthday was yesterday. I've been getting money, so I've been spending it on books, specifically the same books over and over. So I decided that we would go through my collection. I don't have all the books in that I am getting. These just came in today. So this is the Once Upon a Broken Heart first book in the trilogy, and it's Barnes & Noble edition. I'm very excited about this. This is the first one I ever got. I've literally read this exact book 3 times. I'm actually in the middle of it right now. I love it. But when I bought it, I also bought this guy, which if you can't tell, she's not Barnes & Noble edition. And I was not smart with not buying the Barnes & Noble edition. I didn't know that I would love this book that much. For one of my birthday gifts from my parents, they got me the Barnes & Noble edition box set. So I will officially have 2 of these, which honestly, I'm fine with. I don't care, but it's all just to get this one, because I also have the Barnes & Noble edition hardcover of A Curse for True Love. Really, all of the stress and pain is just for this one, which out of the 3, this is my absolute favorite book of all time. I'm getting this one as a box set specifically for Jack's point of view, because singular, these on Etsy go for like $200 in the Barnes & Noble because Stephanie Garber signed it. I will spend a lot of money on books, but not $200 on one. I have 2 of the Barnes & Noble hardcovers, which I'll show you the insides real quick. All of the Barnes & Noble edition of Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy have insides that are just chef's kiss. It says recipe of the ancient Norse. This does have to do with the storyline. There is the first one. I don't have the Barnes & Noble edition of Ballad of Never After, which I'm getting. It ships on June 24th. I've been wanting this for probably 2 years now. I'm so excited to finally be getting it. I do have the Barnes & Noble edition of Curse for True Love. I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. The Ballad of the Archer and the Fox. It's so pretty. It has the arrow and the fox, if you can see it there. I love it. First edition. Secondly, has to do with this one. My goal for this is to have all the editions, which I know is a lot to figure out because I've bought so many out of the blue and random. So I have the original hardcovers as well. I have this one and I have this one, and my Once Upon a Broken Heart hardcover original is coming in tomorrow. So these are the original hardcovers. This is the first Ballad of Never After that I read, so it's kind of special to me. This one I got in today. So yeah, there was a sale on Amazon, so I was like, might as well. So those are my 2 of the original hardcovers. Hardcovers are my favorites. I don't like paperbacks, but, well, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't have an answer why I bought both. I just love Stephanie Garber and I want to support. I have the Barnes & Noble edition paperback of Ballad of Never After and Curse for True Love. And no, this does not have the same stuff in the back as Barnes & Noble Ballad of Never After. So I'm waiting for that one. I have these 2. I'm still on the hunt for Once Upon a Broken Heart Barnes & Noble edition paperback. That's those 2. And finally, they're gonna be my most personal set. And I already have all 3, so I can start planning. It's the original version paperback, and I have the whole set. So I've got Once Upon a Broken Heart, Ballad of Never After, and Curse for True Love. These 2 both came in today. Got this one the other day. But the reason why they're gonna be so special to me is because I'm gonna be annotating them, and because they're paperback, I'm gonna do my own sprayed edges on them. So they'll be special to me, and I'm really excited about that. And in the future, if I feel like it, I might do my own book binding, which I think would be really fun. With all that being said, I will show you how many that I have. Oh, I didn't even tell you. I totally forgot. So this isn't the only ones that I have. Not only do I have the Barnes & Noble hardcover editions coming in, but we were able to order the UK edition of Once Upon a Broken Heart of the entire series. It's paperback, which isn't my favorite, but I'm just gonna have to go over to Europe sometime and get the hardcovers. We went to Europe like 2 years ago. Every bookstore we went into, I was looking for these because, have you seen the cover? I'll put a little thing here that shows it. Here it is. It's so gorgeous. I'm obsessed with it. I love it so much. I'll do a full picture whenever I have all of them in. But right now, I've got Tomorrow, an original complete set hardcover of Once Upon a Broken Heart. 2 almost complete sets of Barnes & Noble edition. Almost a complete set of Once Upon a Broken Heart paperback Barnes & Noble edition. The complete set of Once Upon a Broken Heart original edition. And I'm getting the European version, which will be here. So these are all 3 books over and over and over again. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy with them. I love them so much. They're my favorite books and I'm spending too much money on them, to be honest, but I don't care. I'm happy with it. I'm really happy. And once I get my other editions in, I am turning that whole top shelf, which is my favorite shelf. Those books will still have their moment somewhere else. Actually, I may do more eye level shelf for these guys. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. I have a lot of shelves, which I'll also do a video on if you want to see it, a bookshelf tour. But for now, I think that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and subscribe and I'll be putting out more videos soon. All right, well, have a good day and I hope your day gets a little more whimsical. Bye.